welcome along and welcome to this map-first look at Saxthorpe Farms by Farm Sim Brisco. This is a real location map. It's based around Saxthorpe in Norfolk. It's actually less than 15 miles from where I live, this map. So I've really been looking forward to it. I want to get my teeth into this and have a look around and a play around. You start off here in the shop. You initially spawn here when you come in. We've got this on new farmer, so we've got some equipment kicking around, and I'll go through that in a little while. Just want to have a quick look around this shop, because I always think if you spawn in a building in Farm Sim, in a map, you should always have a look at the detail in the building, because I always figure the map creator is looking to let you have a bit of a look around. And yeah, I really like this building. I'm not sure where this comes from. I don't think it's custom made for this map, but it is a really cool building. Very rustic, very nice. It's a class dealership, and it works really well. It fits in, and I love all the detail on all of the ground here. Lots of cracks in the pavement, little bits of grass. It gives the whole thing a little bit of a rundown and very rural feel to it. So I'm looking forward to having a look around here. We've got, as I said, some equipment down at the shop, so some of your equipment actually spawns down here initially for your farm. We, as always, have got the defender. So before we jump into this, let's have a quick look at the PDA for this map. And I'm really loving the look of this map. Lots of really interesting shaped fields of really varying sizes. We've got the biggest one, I think, is field 21. And the smallest, looking at this, seems to be field 41. So right next to each other. Field 21 sits actually in farmland ID 21, which is great. That costs 1.4 million to get the biggest field on here. And then field 65, or farmland 65, which contains field 14, that is 52,659. So quite a big difference between those two. There are smaller farmland areas on here. I mean, 66 is only 20,000. I believe that's a placeables area that you can use. And that's pretty much the smallest. We've got 76 in there is 10,000. Now, what I love is that there's all these small areas here. So there's a lot of ability to grab small holdings and things and start off really small on here if you want to. Now, you start off in New Farmer with quite a bit of farmland, in fact. You get farmland ID 1, 14, 48, 54, 56, 59, 65, and 68. So there's a decent amount of land you start on this to begin with as well. So we're going to jump in the Landy and have a look around here. There's so much detail in this shop area. Absolutely love that. That is really cool. And it does feel like a nice little rural machine merchants, which is just absolutely cracking. Yeah, loving this. We do have immediately the other side of the road. I'm just looking for the entrance to it. A sell point straight off the bat. So yeah, we'll bring it around here, and we are right in the bottom southeast corner of the map here. And I'm liking the edges on this, the way it lifts up slightly to the side, so that if you're in cab like this, you don't see it so much. We've got 2 bays to unload in here for this sell point. Not much else here, but yeah, good little sell point. Nice little use of the road and every inch of this map. So looking very good there. We're going to head up here, and we're going to go north from here and check out everything that way. Hopefully head back down to the shop at the end. Lots of nice little roadside buildings, and again, the detail continues really nicely on here. We've got Holt, Norwich, Corpusky. Oh, this is the Aylsham Road. I need to look up exactly which one this is. But yeah, as I said, this is not far from me, so all of these locations I recognize. Let's cross the road. You're going to stop for me. I'm also liking the use of some of the barns from the mod hub. We've got our first farmyards just over here to the left. These barns, download off the mod hub, because you download these when you purchase when you download the map as well. They fit in really well. This does not look out of place in Norfolk, and I really love that. Lancey Boy's really fantastic sheds as well have been used on here. Looking really nice, working really well. We've got more down this way. We've got the fuel station down there. Yeah, another nice barn here. So plenty of space on these farmyards, and really well constructed as well. Just looking very nice. I'm liking this a lot. I don't quite know where the farmhouse for this is, but the yard itself I'm liking. Oh, that could be actually just across the road here. Yeah. Now, this isn't your actual starting farm, but everything here fits in really well, is well thought out, and just looks fantastic for where this map is set. It works. It works brilliantly. We've got a sell point to the side here, again with the double unloading area here. But at the same time, we also have bale sales down the side. And think, looking at the map, there seems to be another sell point around the back here as well. So bay 3, yep. So 3 sell points in here. And then we'll head back out onto the road again. Loving the grass peeking through the middle of the roadway here. Adds a little bit more detail and interest to everything. We've got the sawmill here. So place to sell the wood chips. Places, is that to, oh no, place to sell the actual logs. And looks like we have another sell point here. Could that be a grain one as well? But yeah, already multiple sell points here. Really great for that kind of stuff. We have a placeables area to our left. We have yet another entrance to the sawmill there. And again, we're just scooting along the edge of the map here. Now, I think this road does continue further up, but I don't think there's a way through there ultimately. So we're going to head down this farm track here. And I love this. This, absolutely something I encountered all the time. Dirt tracks around the farm, overhanging bushes and trees, farm roads going through this. Yeah, that's absolutely cracking. Just looks beautiful. And originally I was going to do my roleplay series on Purbeck, but I think I'm going to do it on here. I think the roleplay, we're going to try and start it this weekend, and we're gonna go on here and use this map instead, because I know this area, and the rural machinery merchants work so well, and yeah, so much interesting stuff on here to play with. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a go on here. I'm loving this map more and more as I drive around it. I love that all the fields on it, that the majority of the fields on it are connected by these farm tracks. So many maps encounter have just all the fields off the main road. And I'd much rather have a map like this where it feels like all the fields are connected to the farms, and it just, yeah, it works so much better. And the detail again is wonderful, just going through these tracks, seeing all the extra bushes and the way the hedges are done, and it's just wonderful. Really well done map this. And you can see the Land Rover bouncing around. These are not just purely flat roads. These are roads that have divots in and are rough and what you'd expect from a farm track. It does work really well. And Farm Sim Brisco, I think, is one of those map makers to watch. is his two maps that I've had a look at so far, the Oaks, which I'm doing the realism experiment on, and this one. Apart from him being a map maker who tends to like making Norfolk maps, they're also just really well done. They make use of stuff from the mod hub, like these sheds here. I've used a variant of these, I think, on the Oaks as well. These are fantastic cow sheds. I really like this setup. And yeah, this again is a nice looking yard. Everything's that little bit distressed and a little bit used, which is brilliant. It's just a fantastic looking map. Now, can we can't drive through here, I don't think these are gateways. Oh, let's jump out. Yeah, we can't drive through there. It's really nice. Really well done. I think this map has a lot of character. A lot of really interesting stuff in it. We got the Nissan huts down here as well, and we've got some storage space around here. Again, lots of cracks and broken concrete and things, making everything around here feel lived in. We've got a road heading off that way. I think those two merge, so we'll head this way here. Now, the only thing I will say is that it looks like the animal areas. I need to come in, actually, and have a look at what this map is like on a start from scratch. But it looks like you own all the animal areas when you start. Interestingly. I think I prefer a map a little bit more that adds those when you buy the land. And I'd quite like to see that feature. It's a playability feature that lots of people have been putting into their maps as time has gone on. Let's have a look. If we go, I think we want to head straight over as much as possible here, but I don't think we can. So I'm going to go down to, going to head south from here, down the main Aylsham Road here, and we'll work our way back towards the shop. I want to get out to the animal market, which is out to the right hand side of the map. There's not a lot of stuff behind us at the moment. There's that farm at the top, sort of the big main farm. There's one more farm that we're going to go and have a look at. I'm going to turn down here and we'll head down this way. You love these little back roads. So there's that main road going through everything is just great for a sort of a main trunk road, but then the extra detail and stuff going around the map is just really cool. So these high banked sides and everything is just, yeah, really awesome. I'm gonna come back and look at the village itself in a bit. First I want to head out this way. In fact, no, we're gonna end up that corner. There's we've kind of looked around everything in this bottom corner now, so I just want to pop down into the village here and just have a quick look at what this sell point is down here. Again, we've got what looks like, oh, you've got a farmhouse here and a yard. So this doesn't have any animals in it. So, oh, I like this. This is a cracking farmyard. Look at that. So, those who have been following me over on Twitch, I'm building my own map there on a Wednesday night. I've been looking for a barn like this. It's not perfect for what I want, but certainly to begin with, that would be great. This is, while it's not the same exactly as my dad's barn, it does sort of work in a similar way. And it's a similar sort of size. Yeah, I really love that. That is pretty awesome. And then we've got another barn over here like this. I like this farmyard as well. This may well be where we set up for the roleplay, quite possibly. I like the flexibility of it. I like the barns on it. Yeah, we may have found our yard for the roleplay here, quite possibly. started up a bit and reworked a bit. But then that's one of the wonderful things about this map. This map, the yards are all customizable. And for me, that's one of the biggest pieces of playability in Farm Sim at the moment. Can you customize the yards? Because if you can, that is pretty awesome as far as I'm concerned. We got a point here for selling. We've also got a yard. In fact, I think this is another farmyard. And this is a fairly big one. Wow. Yeah, that is quite a cool yard. And does this all go around the bottom here as well? Yeah. Curves around the bottom, back up, and into the yard we were in a moment ago. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm liking so much detail in this. Really liking all the detail in this. It's well thought out yards. Every yard I've seen so far has been well thought out and really nice. So we're head up here now, and this looks like the BGA again. We've got lots of cracked concrete. It looks well used. We've got a tipping point for... Actually, that's a good question. What is this tipping point for? Is this somewhere where you can put silage? Or is that... Oh, wow. I like this. This is... Oh, there is so much character to this map. I really love it. It just looks awesome. Looks absolutely awesome. And we're going to head around and down here now. Just continue on. I don't know. I need to go and have a look at the area. But the background seems a little bit hilly for this part of Norfolk. I mean, this part of Norfolk does have more hills than if you get out the sort of Fenland way. But it's not quite as hilly as I think we see in the backgrounds there. Still, again, these roads fit right in with this area. They look absolutely fantastic. I'm going to come back to the farmyard down there in a bit. First, I want to head over here and we're going to have a look at the sell point up this way. Okay, we've got a roundabout at the end there, which is the edge of the map. And then we've got a sell point here. So, yeah, another sell point. Looks like it's at the edge of an old train yard as well, maybe. Is that an old train yard? Possibly. That does look a little bit like a platform, but I don't think it is. It looks really nice, this map. It really does. I am very pleased with this. Just looks gorgeous. And then oh no, it's not this road. I think it's up the next road. We have the road towards the animal market, which is a long way up here, nicely tucked out of the way. Another placeables area. Not seen a lot of productions in here, is the only thing I'd say. We've got every sell point that we've come across has been a sell point rather than a production area. I do like that there are production areas, that there are a variety of sell points in here. I think I would have liked to have also seen a few more production areas in here as well. That would have been quite nice too. Yeah, so we've got some pigs, some sheep, and some cows, and they are all animated. I think this might use the same trick as Attingham Park does, maybe. If we look here, oh no, so we've got 2 cow barns, 4 cow barns, so no mention of pigs or anything. Maybe you do have to buy the land to get the other bits. I mean, 41 up there, yeah, we don't own that, but there is space for cows. I don't know. That would be something to investigate a bit more. Looks like we've got a second bale sell point here, though, which is very cool. So we'll head back down here. I like that this is a little bit out of the way. You know, a little bit further out. The bouncy roads on this are really cool. I like that a lot. And if we go in cab, we get a good feel for this. I really do. And it's really nice. Yeah, this is a cracking map. I think it's very playable. It will work well for multiplayer. It'll work well for single player. It's got a good variety of field sizes. The only stuff I like a little bit less is the apparent lack of productions. I can't. We'll have a look at the list quickly because I want to see if there are any actually built into the map. Oh, this is lovely. So this is the road down to the main starting farm, which is all around here. Oh, I did say, oh, I think I found my starting farm. I don't think so. I think that is a really gorgeous farmyard. That really is. I think it's got it's got a caravan down there, which is your starting house. We've got we've got some tractors in there. We've got a nice sheds there. Yeah, this is a really well done farmyard. Nice and compact as well. Do we have anything over the other side of the road, or is that just woodlands? Well, actually, that would be a perfect woodland to go and have a look at, but I said earlier I thought I'd find my farmyard. No, I think this is a much more characterful and interesting farmyard, I think, for roleplay. Might have to put a new house or something in, but yeah, I think that's amazing. Let's just pop over the other side of the road here and have a look. And pop, into here. And yeah, look at this. So I say this all the time. If you want to check a map out and see how well detailed it is, go and check out the woodlands, especially the woodlands that are less accessible. This is fantastic. Wow. We've got another shed or another few sheds sort of sitting out around here. But yeah, this is brilliant. I think that 99% of players wouldn't wander through this bit of woodland. But it's got bushes, it's got plants, it's just so well done. This is a beautiful, playable map. I don't think I'm going to be able to recommend this one highly enough. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely amazing, and just really, really well done. So what I need to do is go and have a look at the equipment we start with on here as well. Checking on the least items first, because we have had maps that do that. There is nothing in the least screen, so everything in here is what we have. Interesting setup. So definitely this is not an animal farm. This is not we've got no cows or pigs or chickens or anything where we're starting. So immediately there's no grass working equipment, which is excellent. So nothing unnecessary. We've got the Fendt Favorite 515C. That is the tractor we saw sitting at the shop. We then got two medium tractors. We've got John Deere 7810 and a Massey Ferguson 3670. So this map starts you off with three classic tractors, which is brilliant. We've got a harvester in the Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H. Just want to check on that. Yeah, none of these so far have had any hours on their clocks. No cars beyond our initial Land Rover. We've got a Rudolph TDK 301 RA trailer. We've got the header for the Topliner 4090. We have an Agromass POV 5XL plow. For a cultivator, we've got a Horse Tirano 3FX 3-meter cultivator. We also have an Amazon KG 3001 Super Power Harrow. Seeder-wise, we've got the Amazon Centea 3000 Super. We have the Hardy Mega 1200L sprayer, along with the Mega 1200L tank for the front. And then finally, we have a Topliner 4090 trailer. That is brilliant. For what you start with on here, and for where you're going to go from here, that is a great selection of equipment. I would be very tempted, I think, early on to sell possibly the plow and the cultivator. Maybe get the fields plowed the first time, then sell the plow. I'd be very tempted to sell the cultivator because you have the power harrow that you can use separately, and then yeah, go from there with that. Otherwise, but I think that's not a fault with the starting equipment. That is where I would go to expand my farm straight off, and maybe go and grab myself a weeder. But yeah, I like it. It's a really nice setup. In fact, yeah, you probably don't need a weeder because you got the sprayer. I like it. It's a really, really good setup. It's a really, really beautiful map. It is currently being listed on the MudHub website page for being on PC, Mac, PS5, and Xbox. Oh yeah, so it's currently listed for PC, Mac, PS5, and Xbox Series X. It's not available on old gen consoles at the moment, is my understanding. But it might come back to them. It was initially, isn't at the moment. It's possibly going to come back to those. I would keep your eye on that if you're on an older gen console. If you are on a PC or Mac or one of the newer gen consoles, I at this point don't think I can recommend this map highly enough. It looks gorgeous. It's full of playability. The one thing I do want to check before I go just is exactly what productions they're on there. We should be able to see this from sell points. Yeah, looking at there is a grain mill, but I don't think that is a production. A sawmill takes grain. So yeah, I don't think there are actually any built-in productions on here. As far as the planting schedule goes, yeah, this is the British planting schedule. Again, works very well for this area. I like this a lot. I as I can't speak highly enough of it. I think go check it out. It is an awesome map. It is downloadable from the mod hub, so go check it out. Give it 5 stars. It is by Farm Sim Brisco. It is called Saxthorpe Farms. And I am going to leave this here. I hope that you have enjoyed this first look. And all that remains is for me to say,
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.